So I have the coolest color finding technique for, well, pretty much anything, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in Photoshop. Let's get into it. Simpson here, and welcome back to the channel. This technique that I'm gonna show you is like super fast, and I'm sure there's hundreds of ways to do it, but I just thought this was super cool, and I figured you could find use for it. If you spend lots of time trying to find specific colors in an image, this is just really, really fast. So here we are in Photoshop, and this picture is beautiful, but if you look at her ear, it's a little bit red compared to the rest of her skin. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're going to easily click the adjustment layers here. We're gonna go to Hue Saturation. We're then going to select the color closest to what we're trying to change. So in this case, red. So we're gonna select red. We're gonna click the little eyedropper tool here, and we're gonna select sample of the red. Now this will adjust these as needed. What we can do is we can actually like just close those in and then take the sample tool and then make a sample. And this will give it really, really close. Now, if you make adjustments, sure, you're gonna adjust the ear, right? But how can you really fine tune and get the exact location and colors and all of that? Well, take the saturation slider, slide it all the way up, and actually this did a really, really good job. But if you need to adjust, so let's say we want to expand it, right? So you see what colors are being affected. So we don't want any of the face, so let's do about that much. We got some of the eyes and lips and nose and stuff. And let's go ahead and do the other side to kind of get more of the ear. And I think that's about as all we're gonna, oh, whoops. Okay, Command Z to undo. Just kind of get a little bit more there. And let's see, let's try and expand this just a little bit more. Okay, good. Now we have it, the adjustments for that ear. So now let's double click on the slider for saturation and then add the opposite color. So it's a little too red, so we want to add blue. So we're going to slide it to the right here until we get it balanced. So that looks pretty good. Go a little bit farther, so plus 13. Then it looks a little pale, so let's add a little bit of saturation into it and then lighten it up just a little bit. Okay, good. So here is the before and here is the after. Now, if you look at the bottom of the face, you'll notice that it's affecting the other parts of her body. Okay, well, let's fix that. Now, really quick, before we carry on with the video, if you work with clients a lot, like paying clients, and you've been using Venmo or Cash App or PayPal and all of that, those are great. But if you want to get really more official and start getting your contracts in, invoicing, all of that kind of system in, I do recommend HoneyBook. Now this video is not at all sponsored by them. I've been using them for over a year and a half now and absolutely love them. They handle all of my contracts. They handle my credit card payments. They handle reminding, push emails, things like that, my contact list, pretty much everything dealing with my client, they handle. So if I get a client, I will send them a proposal. The client will go through, accept the proposal, sign the contract, and make the payment or deposit or however. And it gives you a sense of professionalism. With PayPal and Cash App and Venmo, yeah, they're great for like a last minute thing, but they are not professional. Pretty simple. So if you're looking for a really good system that basically handles everything from client contact to final payment, I do recommend HoneyBook, and I added a link in the description. We'll give you a discount. If you have any questions about it, you can also comment or message me and let me know. But let's get back to the video. Good. So we have this set as we want. Click that. Make sure that the layer is turned on, first of all. Click your mask here, your white. Press Command or Control I to invert the layer, so now it's not affecting the image at all. Select your brush tool, make the selection white here by pressing X. If it's multicolored, you can press D, which sets it to default. It'll change it to black and white, then press X to toggle them to make sure white is the foreground color. With your brush selected, make sure you have soft round, and then we're just gonna simply paint on the ear. Now we have just the ear painted, and now it's perfect. So here's the before, here's the after. And we have quickly and easily adjusted the color. How freaking awesome was that? Like, that was super, super fast technique. And that's all this video was a super, super fast technique. So go ahead and like the video, because I know this was helpful. I know you're gonna use this, and I think that deserves a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah. Sweet.